Here are 3 reasons why it can take an avoidant longer to hit you up after no contact. So if you're in no contact with your ex and you're not hearing from them, if they're an avoidant, first of all, one thing you have to understand is that if they're missing you, they're going to be telling themselves that eventually, if they just keep holding out, like missing you is just going to go away for them. They've had experiences in the past where they've hardened themselves to the, emotional intensity of the situation, and they powered through it before. For example, something from childhood or past relationships or whatever, and they're thinking to themselves that they can just do that again. Now, one of the justifications for doing this is a loss of attraction or some kind of stress from outside the relationship or within it. So once you remove those issues in no contact, okay, and attraction starts to creep back up, that thing that they're thinking is actually going to become irrelevant. Number 2, an avoidant is going to be really, really good at distracting themselves. The last thing they want to do in a situation like this is sit around in a quiet room with themselves and their thoughts. They're going to be out, being busy, distracting themselves. But again, you can only do that for so long. Number 3, avoidants tend to place a high premium on independence. Okay, and this is why they make statements like, hey, I feel like I've lost myself. I need to figure myself out, this kind of thing, right? So they want to go out and kind of be on their own and not have the responsibility of the relationship. And it takes time for them to, step into this place where they've had that for so long and now they're feeling lonely. And lastly, just understand that if you're breaking no contact with an avoidant especially, every little thing that you do is just going to make matters worse because you're exacerbating these very same things that that's causing the problem, right? They need to feel the space. They need to feel the independence. They need to allow themselves to be distracted for a while in order to eventually snap back into reality and be subject to their emotions. And yes, your avoidant ex does miss you. They are human. They are subject to having feelings, okay? They're just good at avoiding them. So if you want an analysis as to whether or not your ex is coming back, how long will it take? What should you do from here? And just tell me your whole situation. I'll give you some exact advice on what to do next and answer all these questions for you. Just click on my profile down here, click this link, and get connected with me.